Hi, welcome to this tutorial. Before we begin, kindly subscribe to my channel, like the video and share it with your friends. In today's video, we are going to solve Cambridge IGCSE Mathematics Paper 2 Extended Variant 2-3, November 2018, question number 18 onwards. Question number 18. Write as a single fraction in its simplest form. So we have been given two fractions, algebraic fractions, and we have to write it as a single fraction. We have to use the same rules that we use when we solve fractions with only numbers. So we write 1 over x, leave space here, minus 1 over x plus 1. Put it in bracket. To have a common denominator is the first step that you should do. So you have x here, multiply by x plus 1. If you multiply down, you have to multiply on the top also. And this fraction will multiply by x. Now that we have a common denominator, we can write it as one fraction. So x and x plus 1. When we expand this, x multiplied by 1, x. And 1 multiplied by 1 is 1. And negative 1 multiplied by x is x. The x and the negative 1 will get cancelled and we will get 1 over x, x plus 1. Number 20. We have been given a quadratic equation. Show all your working and give your answers correct to 2 decimal places. If you want your answers in 2 decimal places for a quadratic equation, you can either complete the square to get the answer or use the quadratic formula. Quadratic formula is easy and it's usually a 4-mark question. So please memorize the formula. Quadratic formula is this. Negative b plus and minus square root b square minus 4ac over 2a. We just have to write what is our a, b and c. A is the number before x square, so 3. B is the number before x, which is negative 2. And c is the number which does not have an x, so that is negative 2 also. Now we are just going to replace everything. Remember that there's already a negative there and our b is also negative. So we should put it in a bracket. Negative 2 square, always put a bracket when there is a power. Otherwise, you will get a wrong answer if your number is negative. And c is negative 2 over 2 times 3. Put this in the calculator, you will get 2. Plus and minus. Now, put these number in the calculator without the square root sign, and you will get 28. And 2 multiplied by 3, which is in the denominator, 6. After this step, write 2 plus square root 28 divided by 6, and x is equal to 2 minus square root 28 divided by 6. Put it in the calculator, you will get 1.215. We want the answer correct to 2 decimal places. So 2 decimal places at 1. The number after 1 is 5. If you have 5 or more, you add 1 to the previous number. So we have 1.22. And for the second part, x is equal to negative 0.548. Again, the number after the second decimal place is more than 5. When you add 1, you will get negative 0.55. So our answers are 1.22 and negative 0.55. Question number 21, we have been given a speed time graph. The diagram shows the speed time graph for the first 3 seconds of a car journey. This is the speed and this is the time. Find the acceleration during the first 10 seconds. To find the acceleration, we use the formula acceleration is equal to v minus u over t. V is your final speed or velocity, which is 12. U is your initial velocity, which is 0, and divide by the time taken. Therefore, acceleration is 12 minus 0 divided by 10. That will give you 1.2 meter per second square. Part B, the total distance traveled during the t seconds is 480 meters. So this whole is 480 meters. Find the value of t. Distance traveled in a speed-time graph represents the area enclosed by the graph. So this is a trapezium, and to find the area of the trapezium, we use the formula half a plus b h. A and B are the two parallel sides. H is your height. So let's write this down. Area has been given to us. It is 480. So 480 is equal to half. And what is our A? This is our A, T. And what is our B? This part here is our B. So this is T minus 10. And what is our height? Height is 12. So this is what we have to simplify now. 480, 2 is a divide. When I bring to the other side, it will be a multiply. 12 is a multiply, so it will be a divide. T plus T will give you 2T minus 10. Put this whole thing in the calculator and we will get 80 is equal to 2T minus 10. Bring the 10 to the other side, it will become positive 10. 2T, so 90 is equal to 2T. 2 is a multiply. Again, when I bring it to the other side, it will be a divide. 90 divided by 2 is 45. So the value of T is 45. Question number 22. We have to simplify. We have been given quadratic equation on the top and in the denominator. You can use the calculator. I hope you know how to find your x by using calculator. If you don't know, you can mention in the comment section which calculator you are using and I will give you the direction. So when you use in the calculator and substitute the values, you will get x is equal to 1 and x is equal to negative half. We have to make this equal to 0. So 1 will bring to the side where x is there, it will become negative 1. And this one, first we remove the number from the denominator. So we can write it as 2x, and then the negative 1, when we bring this side, it will be positive 1. 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. So that's the factors that we have found. For the numerator, we can write x minus 1 bracket 2x plus 1. And in the denominator, we have x square and x. So you have now 2x square plus x. One x is common. If we factorize that x, we are left with 2x plus 1. That is what we have to write here. X, 2x plus 1. The 2x plus 1 gets cancelled and the answer is x minus 1 over x. Now I will show you how to factorize without using a calculator. Let's write down our a, b and c. A is the number before x square, which is 2. B is the number before x, which is negative 1. And c is the number without x. When you want to factorize, we multiply a with c. So 2 multiplied by negative 2, negative 1 is negative 2. And we write the b here. Then we need to write the factors of 2. We don't look at the sign for now. In this case, factors of 2 is only 1 multiplied by 2. When we add these factors, we must get negative 1. So for that to happen, our negative 2, the 2 has to be negative. Now check. 1 multiplied by negative 2 will give you negative 2. 1 minus 2 will give you negative 1. So these are my factors. The first and the last term, 2x squared and minus 1, we leave it the way it is. In place of negative 1, we will substitute negative 2x plus 1x. We don't need to write the 1, but I'm just writing it so that you understand it. Break it into two parts. What is common here and here? 2x, correct? So we factorize the 2x out. What are we left with? X minus 1. Now the other side is x minus 1. What is common? Nothing is common. That means there is a 1 there. So it's a plus 1. Don't forget to put the plus or minus depending on the question. In this case, it is plus 1. The numbers outside or the bracket, you write it as 1. So it is 2x plus 1. And what you have written as factors, x minus 1 and x minus 1, you have written it 2 times. We are going to write it as 1. This is exactly the same as what we got when we used the calculator. Question number 23. We have been given a triangular prism and the dimensions have been given to us. We have to find the angle AP and the rectangular base ABCD. So we need to find this angle here that makes with the base ABCD. The first thing we'll do is join the line AC. Now you understand that this is the angle we need to find. We have the opposite side given to us. We need one more side. We need to find AC. Also remember that in a prism, if it's a rectangular prism, all the angles made by the corners or the vertices is equal to 90 degrees. So ABC, angle B is a 90-degree triangle. It doesn't look like that, but it is. So you have a right angle triangle A, B, and C. This is 90 degrees. AB is 12 and BC is 6. You want to find the third side. In a right angle triangle, if you want to find the third side, if two sides are given, we use the Pythagoras theorem. This is the Pythagoras theorem. A square plus B square is equal to C square. C is your hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is the side opposite your right angle. So in this case, our hypotenuse is AC. Let's write down what we have. 12 square plus 6 square is equal to AC square. Therefore, AC will be 12 square plus 6 square root. And we will get 13.41. To get a more accurate answer, take two place decimal. Now we need to find the angle. We know that AC is 13.41 centimeter, and this is the angle we need to find, angle A. So angle A is equal to, what do we have here? We have got the opposite side. So write down, we have the opposite, and again remember that this is a corner, so this is equal to 90 degrees. So this is opposite and this is adjacent. Opposite and adjacent means 10. We just have to replace the values that we have now. So 10A is equal to 4 over 13.41. To find the angle, we are going to do 10 inverse 4 over 13.41, and the answer is 16.6. this type of question, this is usually what you always do. You will have to find the hypotenuse, you will have to find first one side and then use trigonometry to find the angle. Okay. Question number 24 is a matrix question. Matrix is not a part of your syllabus from the year 2020, so we can skip this question. Question number 25 is a factorization question. In this question, we have been given px plus py minus x minus y. Separate the two terms like this. What is common? You can see p, so that is out, and x plus y will remain. Whenever you are making brackets and factorizing, you must know that in the second part also you must have the same sign and the same variables or numbers as in the first bracket. So we have x plus y here, and you must have x plus y here. So what will be out? -1. And the answer will be the p minus 1, make it as one bracket, and this one, x plus y and x plus y, there are two brackets, we write it as one bracket. Part B, 2t square minus 98m square. Whenever there is a square in your equation, it has something to do with difference of squares. First, let's factorize the 2 out. 2 is not a square number, so we'll factorize the 2 out. That will give us 2t square minus 98 49 m square. Make a big bracket. You can see that 49 is a square number, so you can write it as t square minus 7 m square. 49 is the square of 7, so that's the reason we wrote 7 m square. The square we are putting outside the bracket. This square is for the 7 and for the m. Whenever you have two square numbers, a square minus b square, we use the rule a minus b bracket a plus b. This is a very important identity that you should be aware of. So now coming back to our question, we can write 2 bracket t minus 7m and bracket t plus 7m. That's our answer. Question number 26, we have a vector question. What has been given in the question? OABC is a parallelogram. OP and CA intersect at X, and CP is 2:1. Find OP. To find OP, we will first have to find CP. What is CP? CP is 2/3 of CP and PB is 1/3 of CP. The reason for this is because it's divided into two parts and one part. So total how many parts are there? 3 parts. That will go in the denominator. And CP is parallel to OA, so CB is A. To find OP, we are going to go through OC plus CP. OC is C and CP is 2/3 of CB, which we already found is A, so C plus 2/3 A. That is our OP. Part B, CX is to the ratio of XA 2/3. So this is CX is 2 and XA is 3. So what does that mean? The same thing what we did before. We are going to add 2 plus 3, 5. This will be 2/5. and this will be 3/5 of what? Of CA. Okay, we have to find OX. To find OX, we will go from from OC to CX. So OC plus the vector CX will give us OX. We have OC, which is C, but we don't have CX, so we have to find CX. What is CX? We said it's 2/5 of CA. Again, we don't have CA. So let's find CA first. CA is equal to vector CO plus OA. As the vector is going in the opposite side, the arrow is pointing this side, we'll have negative C plus A. Just to make it a little bit easier, we'll write A minus C. So this is C plus 2 over 5 bracket A minus C. We are going to so C plus 2 over 5A minus 2 over 5C. If there is no number here, it means there is a 1. So in the calculator, put 1 minus 2 over 5 and you will get 3 over 5C plus 2 over 5A. So the answer is 3 over 5C plus 2 over 5A. B2. Find the ratio of OX to XP. We already have OX, we need to find XP. Let's understand the question. You have OX, you need to find XP. OX plus XP is equal to OP. We already have OP and also we have OX. So we are going to substitute that to begin with. This is our OP, C plus 2 over 3A. So we write C plus 2 over 3A minus OX. OX we found here. OX is equal to 3 over 5C plus 2 over 5A. Now we are going to open the brackets and the signs will change. Minus 3 over 5C minus 2 over 5A. Add the like terms together. Remember, if there is no number, there's a 1 there. So 1 minus 3 over 5, 2 over 5C. And 2 over 3 minus 2 over 5 will give us 4 over 15A. To write it as a as a single fraction, we will multiply the denominator with 3 so that it is 15, and now we can write it as a common fraction. 6C plus 4A divided by 15. We have to write the ratio of OX to XP. OX we found is 3 over 5C plus 2A over 5. And XP is 6C plus 4A over 15. We can, because they have the common denominator, we can write it as one fraction, 3C plus 2A over 5 and 6C plus 4A over 15. Factorize the what you can factorize from this side. This is already simplified. So when we factorize it, and let's write the number out. And 2 is common here, correct? So 2 3c plus 2a over 15. You can see that this is same, so they get cancelled. How can you make the two fractions same? If I multiply by 3 here and by 3 here, what will you get? 3 over 15 and 2 over 15. The 15 gets cancelled. We are left with 3 is to 2. So this is the answer for OX is ratio to XP. This brings us to the end of this tutorial. I hope I've been able to help you. Kindly like the video, subscribe to my channel, and please share it with your friends. Thank you for watching.